Ugh, my head. Feel like I got the once over by an 18-wheeler. What time is it? Where am I? How long has it been? Oh, um, I should have given Bear that raise. Well, we're here now. Let's do this. Why don't my legs work? John Woo would be proud. This series is distilled gun fu. Here's what I mean. Yeah, tell me that isn't awesome, and I'll call you a liar. Max Payne.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over.
From noir, detective revenge story, to NYPD mob war, to private security incompetence. The thing that sticks out the most to me is the writing. I get the feeling this story is being told to you in a smoky bar in the late 30s. Sam Lake's writing is majestic. I wish I could come close to being as articulate in my own writing. Oh, and the voice acting.
So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Yeah, Americans don't understand economics either. But that's not really the point here. James McCaffrey lends his chops to Max Payne and slays every line the man is given. Rest in peace, you magnificent bastard. Let's take a peek at this adrenaline rush of a series. Developer Remedy was mulling around the idea of a third-person shooter in the late 90s after the success of Tomb Raider. Interestingly enough, they had no enthusiasm in dealing with the camera system that it had. Where the fuck am I? It bounced around for a while. Originally to be released the summer of '99, it was delayed for some more cooking to become the atmospheric PI revenge story it would take shape to be. Our man, Sam Lake, was the game's story and scriptwriter, crafted this psychological masterpiece. From small-time gang wars to grand military conspiracy, Sam's writing goes places. Game was released in 2001 on the PC and was ported to the PS2 and Xbox in 2002, with the help of Rockstar. They're the IP holders now, and they'll continue to be a part of the series to this day. They will come up again later in our little retrospective here. Our story is told in an awesome comic book fashion. Detective Max Payne is chatting with his friend, Alex, who works with the DEA. Alex is trying to get our boy to come work for him. Max declines. Give it a week. Well, this is a dark noir story, so tragedy has to hit within the first 5 minutes. Max gets home to his family murdered by junkies that had broken in. The individuals were on a new drug, and shortly after, Max starts working with Alex in the DEA to uncover the trade surrounding this new designer drug. 3 years later, our man is undercover with the mob, and we would get word that we would need to meet Alex at Roscoe's subway station, and the game begins in earnest.
Next stop.
So we're looking at a third-person shooter. Max is slightly off to the left, and your crosshair is this little doobly in the middle. You're not going to be popping precise shots with this crosshair. It's just a guide here. Max is a decent shot, but be ready for rounds to spread out. One cool thing is that all the bullets are rendered in-game. We got jumps, we got dodge rolls, but that's not what this game is famous for. This is. What the? It was 2001, and bullet time was so in. And before Fear, Max Payne was that game. It has its own dedicated button. Sitting still will slow down time for as long as you have meter. Moving while hitting this button will cause Max to jump in that direction in a slow-mo dive. Great for dodging and looking badass. The environment reacts to the bullets flying and the explosions taking place. The amount of detail in this game from 2001 is why it feels so good to engage in these firefights. This was a game that 3D Realms was attached to, so there's plenty of environmental details to play with. The ability to carry every weapon you pick up, very helpful for later encounters. Now, when you're flying around like Neo, you are inevitably gonna catch some lead. The AI is great at leading their shots and filling you full of holes. So this depletes your health. Great, right? So we need to do something about it.
The pills would hold the pain back for a while.
Good old opioids! That's right, kids. Pump enough painkillers in you, and you too can keep going in a firefight. Warning may cause addiction, depression, irritable bowel, and badass quotes from the pro tag. Ask your doctor if pill abuse is right for you. Side effects may include. So, take the interactable environment, great writing, adrenaline-fueled firefights, and pill popping, toss that shit into a blender with the dulcet tones of James McCaffrey. We get this satisfying run and gun that feels like a mixture of a boom shoot and the third-person shooters that would.
The style at the time.
Yes, I shamelessly stole that bit. Fucking fight me. So as you're running and gunning, you're gonna notice by a couple levels in, you're gonna start getting blown the fuck away. Now, Max isn't exactly a tough guy. A few bad shots, he's going down anyway. However, the difficulty of the game is changing. Yep, adaptive difficulty. It's cruel and unusual here, though. As you play better, the enemies will get tougher, more accurate, and Max will get weaker, less accurate, less ammo from drops, and less bullet time from kills. It's punishing you for playing the game. Honestly, it's the one design choice I'm not too fond of. I don't have an issue with enemies getting better, but why gimp Max? I do have a solution for this. There's a mod that changes the adaptive difficulty, but uses the number from the mobile port. That's lame and way too easy, so I made it this. Still a good challenge, but Max stays the same through the entire game. Enemies will still get tougher, and honestly, they're accurate enough at base. Try this, and feel free to change whatever you want. Stick the dock into your data folder, and boom. Now, there are other difficulties and challenges you have with this game, but you won't have any of these until you beat the game the first time. So I kind of went over the beginning earlier. Max's family is murdered. He joins the DEA out of anger, looking for revenge on the drug pushers that caused his misfortune. 3 years later, he gets a call from one of the other contacts in the DEA, BB. He tells him to meet Alex at Roscoe subway station. Of course, it's a setup. Bank robbery at the same time. Odd coincidence. Then Alex is blown away by a trenchcoat figure, leaving Max to take the fall.
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lapino, it's... Alex? Alex!
What follows is a roller coaster of vengeance on the fools who thought this man wouldn't shoot dodge his way through them. Mobsters, personal security, mercenaries, special agents, all fall to the sheer anger and determination of a man that channels hard-boiled in everything he does. Papers flying, sparks from bullets flying into electronics, glass shattering from under the gunfire. I'm not gonna spoil these games in this retrospective. You are gonna play them. I'm in your walls. Do it. Bear, tell him. This game is a great start to the series. It knows what tone it wants to hit, and it goes straight for it like a cruise missile. Max is an unabashed badass, who adds flavor to everything he says and does. The comic book cinematics are interesting and make you feel like you're looking through a detective comic from the 30s. It's got a character you don't get from many games, and I wish I had experienced it way back in the day. So, I'm gonna have to cover this in parts. I still can't feel my legs, and I hear something growling behind me, and I'm not sure what it is. If I survive, I'll be back with Max Payne 2.